I'm putting together this video to show you the sorts of things that I use to take care of my teeth while I've got my braces on. When I first got braces, I had absolutely no idea when it came to what sorts of products would be most useful in helping me take care of my oral hygiene. So I hope that this video can prove to be quite helpful to those of you that are about to get braces, so you can start thinking about the sorts of things that you want to put into your toolkit to help you get through. It's a lot easier to start getting organized before you get your braces and have everything on hand, as opposed to trying to figure things out as you go along, which is what I ended up doing. So just to start with, I'll show you this little box here, which is where I keep most of my dental equipment. As you can see, it's not really, that large, so I actually put this into my handbag and I take it out with me, when I'm out and about, so I can always try to keep on top of my oral hygiene. In the box, I've got an assortment of different types of interdental brushes. Now, there's like a lot of different types really that are out there in the market, but the ones that I recommend you get are any of the ones manufactured by Colgate. So I've just got an example of two different ones here. This green one here is a 5mm brush. The red one is a 2mm brush. So I'll show you how to use them. I mean, it's fairly straightforward. So you've got a little lid that encases the brush itself. You just pull it apart, and you use these brushes to get around your brackets and like all the hard to reach places that you can't really clean properly with a toothbrush. You just do this sort of thing, is go around, and you literally do that tooth by tooth until you get them all done. It can take a wee while, but I mean, it's worthwhile trying to do a proper job and making sure you don't have any food stuck around your teeth. So apart from looking at interdental brushes, another thing that I would recommend if you're able to afford it is a water pick. I'll just show you the one that I have. So I think this model is the 100, or WP 100 is the model that I've got here. So basically this is actually one that's got a cord. I'd recommend getting a cordless one if you're able to do so, because it does make it quite, difficult trying to sort of maneuver, with the cord and all. So, yeah, if I had to, turn back time, I would definitely have opted for a cordless one. But now I'm sort of, stuck with what I already purchased. So, in terms of how it works, it's fairly straightforward. On the side here, you've got your on and off switch. And on this side here, you've got your little pressure gouge. So you go from the lowest and you can twist it round to increase the pressure. Then you've got, this is the main apparatus that you use. So you just insert whatever tip that you're going to be using in that particular moment you're cleaning your teeth. Plug it in at the wall. You fill in this little filter in here. And once you get started, you've got this little button here where you can pause as you go along if you need to. And then it just temporarily pauses the stream of water that comes out, and then you just release it to continue. So up top here, the good thing with this model is that it does have quite a bit of storage. So the lid up top is just literally where you keep your different types of brush heads. So you can, use whatever brush head you need to. You can just eject whatever you've got in place and put the new one in. So it's quite, this is the only thing I do like about this model, is that it is quite handy when it comes to storing all your things. If you can't afford to get water picks, another thing that you could use to help yourself out is just a regular syringe. So the syringe, I mean, that's fairly straightforward. Most of us know how to use it. You just pull that top portion out, fill it up with water, and you just literally press down and you can kind of clean your teeth. So that's also another way, like a really cheap way of water flossing, if you can't afford to use a water picks. Apart from the syringe, the water picks, and those interdental brushes that I have showed you, another useful tip for when you have braces is to get like a kid's toothbrush. So instead of using a regular toothbrush to get around your teeth, these brushes are quite good just because they've got a smaller head, so it's easy to kind of get in between, in between all your brackets, and to do a more thorough job than you would with a regular sized toothbrush. Apart from the, toothbrush as well, another useful thing is obviously you're getting the right sort of toothpaste. The one that I tend to use is Colgate Optic White. Seems to be doing a pretty good job so far, and yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of different types of toothpaste in the market, so you've got to find one that works for you. But that's just a personal favorite of mine that I've been using. And apart from the toothpaste that I've been using there, I also recommend purchasing some quality mouthwash. So I just use Colgate as well. They obviously manufacture them in a wide variety of different flavors, so you can find one that suits you. But it's kind of good once you've water flossed, or once you've flossed, and once you've used your interdental brushes, and you've used your toothbrush with your toothpaste, just to give yourself a good rinse out with this, and it gives you some really good protection against bacteria and that sort of thing. So that was just a really brief clip of the different sorts of things that I've been using. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you've got any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments and let me know, and I'll do my best to get back to you.